In the last 12 months, I made enough money to buy 181 shares of Coca-Cola, 62 shares of Johnson & Johnson, or 92 shares of Starbucks for free. Yep, I made $10,616 from selling options in 2021. And that means that the first $10,000 worth of dividend stocks I buy in 2022 will be free thanks to the market and a little patience. Hello my fellow loaves and welcome back to the channel. That's all the income I made from selling options this year. And in this video, I'm going to explore how I achieved those gains, compare them with my numbers from 2020, explain my strategy in 2021, and list all the individual stocks as well as their gains for the year. All the timestamps are in the description below, but I hope you watch the whole video through. In 2021, I opened a total of 88 trades. 10 of these trades are still open, so the focus will be on the 78 trades with realized profits. Of these 78 trades, 76 of them, or 97%, were wins, and 2 resulted in assignments, which meant I had to buy 100 shares of the stock. If you've watched my video revealing my 2021 dividend income, you'll know that these stocks were Clorox and 3M. The first takeaway I want to make here is that you don't need to day trade your way to making money. With 88 trades, that's only about 7 trades a month, or less than 2 a week. I personally spend maybe 30 minutes a day checking the market, and that's it. In 2020, I made under $3,000 with only 37 trades in total. 36 of these were wins and 1 trade was assigned. That's the 200 shares of Walgreens you see every week in my portfolio review. Of course, there were external factors in play. COVID-19 was just beginning to change all our lives, and we had a pretty big drop in the market around March of 2020. All this led to me being a little more conservative than usual overall last year. That said, the main reason that I managed to more than triple 2020's profits is that I sat down, wrote down a plan, and stuck to it for 2021. I used to have a huge list of dividend stocks on my watch list. I spent the first quarter of 2021 going through every single one of them and categorizing them into Category A, stocks I want to own, or Category B, stocks I wouldn't mind owning if the right opportunity arose. Within these categories, I then prioritized my top picks in each category and wrote down very clear conditions in which I would enter a trade. In Category A, my top picks were Clorox, Johnson & Johnson, 3M, and McDonald's, and the theme was consistency. Every month, I would sell a new put option in at least one of these stocks and let it run until I got assigned. In Category B, my picks were Starbucks, Home Depot, Hormel Foods, Colgate, Hershey's, and AbbVie. And the theme was more opportunistic. I would only enter them when the stock was down at least 1.5% for the day and manage the positions more aggressively to reduce the likelihood of being assigned. Although I would have been okay if I did end up with shares of these stocks. If you add up the total dollar amount from stocks that made it to my shortlist, they accounted for $6,775 or about 64% of my total year's income. The remaining 36% came from smaller gains across 4 ETFs and 10 individual stocks. That leads me to my next takeaway, which is that it's important to focus on your priorities. For me, these stocks on my shortlist were my priorities, and that's where I spend the most of my time, which in turn produced the most results. I know from my own experience that we can get carried away researching another 20 stocks, or trying out a new investing method, or just being distracted, when what we really need is to focus on the strategy, work at improving the process, and being patient with the results. It doesn't matter whether you have 5, 10, or 20 stocks on your watch list. Knowing where your focus is and taking action every day towards getting there is going to generate the most returns in the long run, and I don't just mean financially. Finally, let's go through all the different stocks that I traded this year. We already discussed the 8 stocks on my shortlist. There's AbbVie, which made $175, Colgate, $53, Clorox, $3,000, Hormel, $22, Johnson & Johnson, $1,000, McDonald's $200, 3M $1,000, and Starbucks $700. The next category was 4 ETFs that I traded for overall market exposure. You had DIA for diamonds, $112, IWM, that's the small cap index, $28, QQQ, which is the Nasdaq, $134, and the SPY index, which tracks the S&P 500, which made $1,300. The remaining 10 stocks are all dividend-paying stocks, which should be familiar to most investors. I wasn't as consistent or aggressive in these stocks that weren't in my shortlist, but I think most of us would be okay owning shares in Apple, Procter & Gamble, or Pepsi. I didn't trade anything speculative here, like Tesla, Palantir, or any of the meme stocks. I don't have anything against trading options in these stocks. The profit potential is definitely much higher, but the risk profile is a bit much for my liking. My final takeaway is a reminder to manage your money in a way that's aligned with your goals. I'm not trying to beat the market, but selling puts enables me to generate more cash, which I can then use to buy stocks at a lower cost basis. Remember that the first $10,000 worth of stocks I buy next year is basically free. My end goal is to accumulate high quality dividend paying stocks and reinvest the dividends until they can cover our living expenses. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please drop any questions or feedback in the comments. I'm wishing everyone a very happy new year and a year of great returns in 2022. Until next time, take care and invest safely.